Come over
All
here.
right. Okay. Thank you. Now we have U of L Health. Thank you. And U of L. Thank you so much for joining us. Introduce yourselves, please.
I'm Dr. Jay Grider, president of the hospitals at U of L Health.
Awesome.
Hi, I'm Kara Salzman. I'm the AVP for U of L Health Philanthropy.
Love the glasses.
Thank you.
Love the glasses.
Appropriate.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm on brand.
On brand. Yes, of course, certainly. Well, thank you so much for coming here and helping out too. Tell us a little bit about why you got involved and what it's mean so far, like to do this.
Well, so the purpose of U of L Health, we exist to improve the lives of Kentuckians, not only in Jefferson County, but all over the western part of the state. So one of the things that we're really working for are how do we improve pediatric care? How do we improve all of the more complex sorts of levels of care as the region's only academic medical center? So that's the reason why we're here is to support all the things that can go into improving the lives of Kentuckians, specifically the health care and the underserved populations, but in any way that it's possible to help. So,
because not all families can tap into that help, and with the big technology and get like the state-of-the-art technology to help them. So what does it mean that this is going to help them have access to this?
absolutely. So it's not just technology, it's making sure that we have the right providers that are in the right place, the right nursing staff. It's a whole comprehensive thing. So recently U of L has been gifted by the state a $286 million gifting of money that we can utilize to build a building that will help improve healthcare training, not only for the top end, the physicians and the nurse practitioners, but also for all the techs and all the nursing staffs that are needed to help populate the hospitals all over the region.
That's right. That's right. A lot of bodies helping out.
Absolutely, I absolutely love that. That's amazing work that y'all do here in our community. Now, y'all, how many years have y'all been doing this with the Crusade?
Many, many, many years. We are really great partners and are fortunate enough not only to work with you, but to receive your support as well. So our NICU at U of L Hospital bears the name of WHAS Crusade for Children. And we're really honored for that partnership. From the university perspective, it's decades. Right? Our music therapy program, the list goes on for what the Crusade has done for our community within the hospital system and the university.
Yeah, that's great too, because I was reading too a lot of the notes, a lot of information. A couple $100s can help children access technology that can help with communication, and also with the NICU units towards the NICU too, help with state-of-the-art technology and equipment. But like you said, it's the people that really come together to help that too. But tell us about how long you've all been helping and the people that continue to show up to help you reach this goal to help children.
Absolutely. So kind of piggybacking off of what Dr. Grider was saying, at U of L Health, we're providing the care. On the university, we're training the next generation of providers as well, right? So it's a full continuum of what we do between the university and U of L Health. And without the investment from Crusade for Children, we wouldn't be able to do the things that we're doing.
Wow, yeah. That's incredible. That's awesome. It really does benefit, the different organizations here in our community. Do you want to show the total now?
I do, yes.
You're excited?
We are really honored to be the Power Hour sponsor. And so, Dr. Grider, would you help me?
Yes. It's a big check.
It is. We are so excited to present $7,300 from the University of Louisville and U of L Health. Truly, we are so grateful for what you do and really appreciate the partnership. But I have to say to everybody watching, give. You have to give. It's for the children, it's for our patients, it's for our community and our students here in Louisville.
Yes, and a lot of hospitals also tap into this money to help other children. So it's really an incredible thing you're doing. Seeing how much you all raised, I mean, how does it feel to see that that's what you've been able to come up with?
Well, of course, it's an exciting thing to be able to participate in something like this. And every opportunity that we have to give back to the community, that's what we're interested in doing. So we're honored to just be a part of this.
Well, thank you guys so much. We really appreciate it. $7,300 for the WHS Crusade for Children. One more round of applause. Thank y'all. We appreciate it. Thank you. We hope to see you here again next year.
Yes, next year. Thank you.
Appreciate it. So nice to see you.
We appreciate
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we are heading out.
Yeah, they're kicking us out now.
And now,
Morning, guys.
good morning. You know these people.
Time to hand it off to the Dayside crew.
The Dayside crew. Morning Dayside, exactly. There's only one of those, so good luck.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Now we're
Okay. All right. And already off and running.
Yeah.
we have what department? The Campbellsburg Fire and Rescue Team. All right, so tell me, how long have you been with the Crusade for Children?
This is my 44th crusade.
Wow, and 44th for you or for the whole department?
For me, it's been a lot longer than that for the department.
Wow, tell me about your involvement over the years.
Just being involved, every year we go out and, of course, in the earlier years we did door to door and we covered every door in our district, we do roadblocks and everything. Same thing all the other departments are doing. Of course, with COVID, kind of cut back on the door to door, but kind of the same thing every year, just trying to find new ways to do it.
Still the roadblocks, people know exactly where those are, huh?
Yes,
And so tell me, who all's here with you today?
These are all members and family of the department.
Okay, all right. Any names you guys want to share?
Oliver, Toby,
Sterling.
Nathan.
Aiden.
Scott.
Okay. And what's your name?
Kayla.
Okay, thank you very much. And so tell me about where we are right now and just how much it means to be back in here for your 44th year for the 73rd Annual Crusade for Children.
Well, it's fun every year. Of course, there's a lot of stress, because we collect for 2 weeks out of the year. And everybody puts their lives on hold and get out and do the door-to-door and the roadblocks and everything. And everybody puts their heart into it. So it's just a lot of work, but it's very rewarding in the end.
And I'm just now looking down. You got some people to thank.
Yeah, we'll go through and read off a few names of some donations here. First, $25 donations, Shockey Housekeeping. $50 donations, Don and John Suter. We have $100 donations, United Citizens Bank, Marianne Evans, Edmund and Ruth Rockwell, Marianne Courtney, Jeff Boyer, Earl Wayne and Sandra Perry, David and Shelley No, Connie Sharp. Then we have a couple of donations that were actually donated online after the crusade last year that we'll read. John D. Barnett and Marianne Courtney also gave $100 last year. We have
Wow, a lot more names.
$200 donations, Timothy Morgan Sprague and Lawson's Junction Restaurant. We have some in memory of Connie Sharp in memory of Helen Betty Dawkins, Carolyn No in memory of Estel No, Bob and Alberta Graves and Bobby Graves, Marianne Courtney in memory of Jimmy Combs and Bill Courtney, Dave and Shelley No in memory of Jess Stock, Tom and B. Murphy, Andrea Dennis, Bob and Alberta Graves and Estel No, Tim and Morgan Sprague in memory of Dale Sprague, Edmund and Ruth Rockwell in memory of Joey Cox, Marianne Evans in memory of Larry Evans, Lawson's Junction Restaurant in honor of all Crusade families and children. We had some food donations, Lawson's Junction, Rapid Fire, and also we had some wives that cooked for us some of the nights and made sure everybody was fed. Let's see, I want to give a special shout out to Stevie Lucas, who's the chief of Eminence Fire Department. He was gracious enough. We have a local bank, United Citizens Bank, that gives donations for each of their branches. They have a bunch of branches in Henry County and some of the other counties. And so each branch gives a donation to the department that's closest. And Stevie was gracious enough to go out and collect the checks for everybody.
Wow.
We haven't, I'm including their donation in here, but it's not included in our total because we haven't gotten our check from him yet. So I'm
Got to get on that.
I'm sure as soon as we get out of here, he'll return that check to us so we can put it in our total.
I bet so. You want to put in a personal plea right now?
Well, no, I'm sure he'll do the right thing and give the check to us. So. I want to thank the Henry County Red Wings softball team for helping out with some of our door-to-door collections. And I want to thank the firefighters of our department because, like I said, we collect for 2 weeks, and they put all their lives on hold and spend so much time helping us collect and putting their hearts into the collection for the crusade. I want to thank the citizens of Campbellsburg, Port Royal, Pendleton, Sulphur, Turner Station, Sligo, Lacey, and Providence for being generous and giving donations to our department and to the crusade. So without them, there's no way we could do that. So For our total this year, we're down just a little bit.
Okay, we're gonna hold you for just a moment. Do you remember last year how much you guys donated?
I think it was somewhere around $11,000.
$11,000. That's no small feat, and you've been around for 44 years personally.
Yes.
Okay, so Lena, this is our first time to do this, so we're going to read this together.
Okay.
All right.
Now, for the 73rd WHAS Crusade for Children, the Campbellsburg Fire Department brings a total of...
$9,431.47.
Hey, that's great, thank you. And that total one more time, $9,431 and...
47 cents.
$9,431.47. Well, thank you, Chief No, for so much for coming out here and joining us. And thank you, guys.
Great, thank you.
We appreciate y'all and everything that you do. Thank you very much. And for making the trip out here. We know that's not easy to come out to Louisville for this on a Sunday morning, so thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, y'all can head on this way. Oh. Good job, everybody. Okay, and as Campbellsburg Fire Department departs, we're going to bring in the next team, and we have another microphone. Thank you, Cooch.
Now we're rocking and rolling.
Okay, and come on in, guys.
How you doing? Doing well.
And good. Lena, you can do some talking this time.
Who are we? What are we doing today?
We are the most worshipful Prince Hall Grand Lodge, Prince Hall affiliated here in Kentucky. And I'm here on behalf of my 53rd elect most worshipful Grandmaster, Anthony D. Harris, and along with the Tiger Foundation. And our membership throughout the state of Kentucky, the jurisdiction of Kentucky, annually collect and make bring money so we can donate our part for the community and for this jurisdiction for the kids here for Crusade for Children. So we raised for a total of $12,500.
Yes, sir. Look at that. Look at that.
There we go. And tell us a little bit about your history with doing this.
Well, our history dates back to 2016. Most worshipful past Grandmaster Jonathan A. Bryan brought to the membership and said, hey, look, guys, let's do something that's meaningful. We can put our footprint out there and get things going and do right for the children and for the community. And ever since then, the membership jumped on board. It took off, and we're just proud to be here, and we want to continue to keep going onward and upward.
Do you know how many years that you've been participating in the crusade?
This is our 10th year.
A decade now.
Yes,
Yeah,
a decade
yeah.
now, yes. So we actually started in 2016. They might have been doing some things before, but it was individually, but collectively, 10 years now.
And is there anybody individually that you all would like to recognize or thank?
I want to thank these two guys for getting up early on a Sunday morning and accompanying me. And then, like I said earlier in my statement, my Grandmaster, who is the leader of this organization, which is basically like the president. He is a pastor. He couldn't be here today, but he sent us to represent, and we hope that we did him well, and the membership as well, too.
Absolutely. Totally did it well with a total of
$12,500.
$12,500 from the Tiger Foundation. Thank you guys so much for coming and woo! Thank you, thank you. Showing up big this year. Thank you very much. Bringing the check too. That is beautiful.
Yes, sir. Thank you. We really do take pride in what we do, and we want to just keep doing better.
Thank you. Thank you all for doing this for the kids.
Thank you.
We really appreciate you guys. All right. Well, y'all can head off this way. Follow.
Thank you, gents. There you go. Chief
Here comes Terry.
Evans is coming in next year.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. All right.
All right, Chief, come on in.
We're going to get ready to bring in the Fairdale Fire Department. And Lena, I was just told we only have one working microphone right now again. So unfortunately,
we're sharing.
we'll be. Hey, Chief Blevins, good to see you again. All right, come on in, everybody. Come on in. All right, Lena, I'm going to let you lead the way on this one.
Okay.
I'll take your microphone and put this down.
Now we're settled. All right, Chief, can you tell us a little bit about the goal here today and why we're here?
The goal is we wanted to do our part as a community to assist the children with their disabilities and help funding and do our part. So we've been doing it since 1958. So long time keeping the tradition going. And our community really came together this year.
Sure. Tell us about what this push looked like this year and how everyone came together.
Well, we have EMS this year, so we had a new division out there working the roundabout and Kroger and door-to-doors coming in on their off time, so that was added personnel. And then we did a T-shirt fundraiser this year, which is something different, and we did some 50-50 raffles, and added a few more little things.
Doing it all, right?
Yeah, what did it mean to have the ambulance out this year? Because I know covering you guys, like last year was the first time that y'all were able to add an EMS division.
Yep, this is our first year. We officially started in February, so we haven't even been in 5 months now. But they're already making a difference in our community and all of Jefferson County, not just Fairdale. So,
And I'm sure that you guys have some people to thank.
we have a lot of people to thank. So I'm going to start with our in memory ofs. Millith down here is going to give you the in memory ofs first.
Come on in.
Right on here, squeeze in.
All right. So the memories, we have Donald and Martha Wren in memory of 9005 Albert Simpson for $90.05. Calvin and Amy Vincent in memory of John Keel, $100. Jim and Cindy in honor of the doctors and nurses in the PICU at Cozair Norton's for $100. Terry and Mary Backle in memory of Tim Backle for $30. Carl Jesse in memory of Philip for $150. Charles and Evelyn Robbins in memory of Ashley Robbins and Charles Robbins for $500. Faye Ellen Martin in memory of William and Ruby Thurman, $5. The AVM LLC Avis family in memory of Bill Zorn and James Pinkston for $500. Dale and Sherry Avis in memory of Bill Zorn and William Frank for $200. Eric and Melanie Marble in memory of Eric Marble for $50. Brenda and Ricky in memory of Barney for $25. Jimmy Wallace in memory of Wanda and Buddy Wallace. Sonia and Barry Prather in memory of Courtney Nicole Prather for $106.50. In memory of Alan and Goldie Pitts and Carmen and Pauline Dockey, $50. In memory of Les Powell, Charles, and Mary Rose Kane, Johnny and Denny Haynes for $265. In memory of Thelma Dobson, $100 from her kids Danny, Dana, and Cheryl. In memory of Kayla Brooke Wallace for $100. In memory of Frida Blevins from Charles, Carrie, Tristan, and Kinsey for $200. Gary and Joanne Bolin in memory of Francis Graves, $75. David and Shirley Gunther in memory of John for $100. Brian and Mindy Stos for their great niece Hannah Pickering, who was born premature on May 12th, 2026, and was rushed to Norton Children's to have lung surgery. However, she is doing great for $100. Wow. James Longacre in memory of Chief Jim Longacre for $100.
Great, and we see totals from $5 ranging all the way up to $500, and we have a special guest here. Who is this?
Little lady, this is Halligan. We call her Hallie, and
Hello, Hallie.
she's been out helping collect all week. So
The ERP chief stole it.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. All right, Chief, what are we looking at here?
all right, so she did the in memory ofs. I have some general checks that were very decent, generous offers. So she's going to read the check donations that we had.
All right, so I do. I have a couple of check donations I'm going to go over. So Mr. and Mrs. Stafford, $200. Robert and Linda Ferry, $250. Richard and Linda Johnstone, $500. George Barnett, $500. Jeffrey and Miranda Davison, $100. Jana LeGrand, $100. Bobby and Shirley Hayburn, $100. Mary Ethington, $300. Millie Pod, $100. Howard and Belinda Watson, $100. Mrs. Gary Johnson, $100. Ronald and Martha Hacker, $200. Brenda Powell, $100. Douglas and Deborah Hammers, $100. Jerry Wiley, $100.
Great, wonderful. And do you...
We have food donations and business checks that we would like to get out.
Come on in.
here. We won't bite.
What's your name really quick?
Tristan Blevins.
Justin, go ahead.
Tristan Blevins.
Sorry, Tristan.
We have Louisville inflatables for $40. Fatal Feed Hardware, $1,000. Precise Services, $200. Active Element, $5,000. Your Choice Uniforms donate T-shirts, $450. Stephen Baker Trucking, $100. Derby City Eagles, $3,002. Fatal Fair Community United, $100. This year, our members wore T-shirts that represented the department WHAS Crusade for Children, while highlighting childhood cancer. We added a ladybug in memory of Caitlin Hutches, who recently lost her battle with osteosarcoma. The Hutches family are proud of the Fairdale community and have been active in helping us go out to collect for Crusade in the past several years. We will continue to have a link in our website to buy T-shirts with this logo, and we'll proceed to go to Crusade in Caitlin's memory.
So this is our normal Fairdoe patch. We added the Crusade logo, and then the yellow ribbon is in childhood cancer awareness, and then the ladybug was something that Caitlin designed while she was going through her battle. So we want to carry that tradition in honor of her as she lost her battle, unfortunately. But we want to keep her memory alive because the Hutchins family's been a big part of Crusade
the
every
push.
year with us, and they lost their battle, unfortunately.
And Tristan, you're a young man yourself. What does it mean to you to be involved, having seen this go on for decades now, 73 years, and you're a little piece now?
It means a lot to me. Like I enjoy going out to collecting for the kids. It feels good just going out to be able to collect for kids that like save up money just so they can get better and stuff.
Great.
All right.
Are we ready?
Do we have any more thank
I got a couple more
yous?
little thank yous, and then I'll give you the grand total.
Oh, yeah, we're waiting. We're excited.
On behalf of Fairdoe Fire Department, we would like to thank our incredible community for your generosity, your donations, and support of the WHAS Crusade for Children. Your kindness, your commitment, that's what made this mission possible this year. A special thank you goes out to our kitchen crew, Todd Ray, Deputy Chief McIntosh, Brandy McIntosh, retired Captain Kyle Langford, Brittany Stites, Brad Ray, and Jessica Allen. You guys kept our volunteers fed and energized after long nights of collecting. We want to thank you and appreciate the generous food donations from Derby City Fairdoe Pizza, Shack in the Back, Texas Roadhouse, Substation 2, Panera Bread, Shepherdsville, and Chick-fil-A on Outer Loop. We were fortunate to have great weather this year, dedicated board members who came out to help, and countless volunteers who gave their time, their energy to this worthy cause. Most importantly, our department board members, families, and community came together as one family for the children. That spirit of teamwork, generosity, and compassion is what made this event so special this year and year after year. Because of your generosity, Fairdoe Fire Department is proud to present a grand total for the 73rd WHAS Crusade for Children of $34,671.13. $34,671.13.
Wonderful.
So once again, $34,671.13. One more time for the Fairdale Fire Department.
And for Hallie, of course, for being here on Sunday morning.
Yes,
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
All right, Conroy, would you like to have this back?
Sure, I'll take the microphone back. Here comes Terry.
Appreciate you. Come on in here, guys. We got a special.
All right.
Okay.
Come on in. Lena, how you enjoying this so far?
Well, it's my first crusade, and it's also Conroy's first crusade. I think.
Yeah, two rookies on here.
That's
Yeah,
right, you're doing great.
you're stuck with us.
Let's bring in our
unfortunately.
friends here because they've got a big golf tournament news. And a lot of people work on behalf of the Crusade throughout the year in all sectors. Come over this side, David. And, there's all kinds of events that go on throughout the whole year. It's not just Crusade Week, Crusade Time. David Throckmorton's with us. First off, let's honor your pop. And let's tell people about your dad and what he's done for the Crusade, what he did for more than a half century.
Well, he was one of the founding three with Milton Metz and Bob Pilkington, and was here volunteering for the first 62 Crusades. He loved the telephone.
You hear that? 62 Crusades.
When he passed in 2015, my son and I decided to take up his, try to fill his big shoes, and we've been a part of it since.
We'd walk in here for the Crusade, and your dad would be the ringleader of all the phones, and he was like the governor of the Crusade. You'd walk in and he'd say, "Hello, you must say hello to Ted before anything else happens."
Well, he really enjoyed it, and this was a big part of his life, obviously, and a big part of my family growing up, and I'm just honored to be here to try to carry on his legacy and help the Crusade.
Good of you to do that. Pat Daly's with us also from NWSB. That's Southern Indiana.
That is Southern Indiana.
That's the best of the best, right? And financial institutions?
Yes, we are a $800 million banking corporation, and we are working on our 13th location in Southern Indiana.
Congratulations on that. And thanks for jumping in and helping support this golf tournament.
We talked about it, Davey and I talked about it last year. I said, hey, if the bank can help out in any way, just let me know. So,
and he did. He's not shy.
He called me in January and said, hey, are you still in? And
He's like Baby Gov. He's like, hello, I need your help. And you can't say no.
No, we said yes, and it's been a great experience.
Right. And Dawn, like we love all of our Crusade all-timers, and Ted is about as funny as anybody we've ever had here.
Absolutely. And he was in charge of so many things other than what you saw on TV. And I tell you what, he is smiling down this year because it was just an incredible tournament. And we are so glad that his son and grandson took up his mantle and are carrying it very, very well.
All right. What golf course did we use?
Well, we played at Covered Bridge over in Sellersburg, Indiana. It's a Fuzzy Zeller design, and the course was in fabulous shape. So I want to thank David Kruger and his staff. We had a very nice fried chicken dinner afterwards, and next year we want you out there.
Well, you already said the magic words, fried chicken. That's all good. What happened to Jason Applegate? I saw him in the studio this morning. That's Angie Fenton's husband. She's one of my TV wives.
Yes. Yeah. And how many do you have?
Brooke Hash is my 11th TV wife.
So Extol, Angie and Jason are our marketing arm for the bank. So they were out at the golf tournament last week.
Good.
And Jason's here today to cover it for us.
Now, Pat, as I recall, you don't mind swinging golf clubs yourself.
I don't mind. I'm going to do it later today.
Were you good in this tournament? Or would people think it was cheating if all of a sudden you're the sponsor and all of a sudden, who's got the low score? The sponsor.
Well, we had Jason, so if we would have won, they would have known, hey, Jason played really great.
He's out there. He played like college golf or something, didn't he?
I thought he played on the
Were you on the tour? No, he's saying
he was on the beer tour.
All right, so a lot of work went into this, and
Absolutely.
I know you have people to thank. Go ahead.
I want to do this real quick. This year is a very special year. It's our 10th event, and a very good friend of mine who's done extremely well in his career made us the benefactor of his foundation this year. So that's why we've got a little bit larger check than we normally do. I also want to thank, his name is John Paris, by the way, and I want to thank Jim and Donna Leach, who have decided to partner with me in their foundation over the last 3 years. Rick Bobay and family, of course, Pat and NWSB, Tom Dugan and family helped, the Covered Bridge Golf Course, all 77 golfers who participated, my niece, Nicole Hess, who's our tournament treasurer, and last but not least, all my family members, especially my wife and my son, DJ. So they helped me put this together this year. So.
Yeah, the Throckmortons are a part of the beginning, the launch of the Crusade for Children, and so your dad, like Dawn says, is smiling down on us because you guys are going to be with us forever.
Well, I really appreciate that, Terry, and I think he's really going to be beaming today because we.
All right, Conroy, you guys here, we're gonna spread this check across here and show everybody. All right, you're going to be our check presenters.
There we go.
Oh my goodness, what is our total?
$132,673.
What are you talking about? Way to go. What are you saying? 100. Way to go.
Thanks, Terry.
Dude, you found some pretty strong sponsors there. Look at that number again. Once again, from the Ted Throckmorton Crusade Golf Tournament.
A lot of numbers.
Lena, I'm sorry about hiding your face. There you go. $132,673. That is mind-blowing. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank
Hey,
you very
bro,
much.
appreciate you, and thanks for all the hard work.
Thank you, Terry.
We should also let people know that you are working at the phones as well.
Absolutely.
You're just
I'll
not
be
a
here all
pretty.
day.
You're not some pretty boy who just walks in and walks out. We
That's right.
appreciate that.
Thanks, Terry.
Pat, good to see you.
Thank you, guys.
All right, dudes, let's read the tote board together because I think we got another kick up here. At this hour for the 73rd WHAS Crusade for Children, our grand total is so far $2,628,071.34. Let's go!
Great.
That's pretty fantastic.
Wow. And we got some more time to go on here, huh?
For sure.
That's as good a donation out of a golf tournament we've ever seen. That was really phenomenal.
Triple digits.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring it on. All right.
right.
Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you, Terry.
Livonia Fire.
Okay.
Okay, Livonia Fire. All right, we're going to toss it over to the Livonia Fire Department over in southern Indiana.
And good morning, everybody. We are here in the beautiful Corydon, Indiana at the John Jones Auto Group. And we are here starting off the day with the Livonia Fire Department. We have got Darren Byler. You said you're one of the firefighters.
That's right.
That's your title, one of the firefighters. And you said just, but it's never just with the firefighters and the Crusade for Children, because we thank you guys so much for everything you do. And we've got Dale Carr, who's the coordinator for the Crusade. Dale, how you doing this morning?
Doing pretty good.
All right, all right. Well, guys, tell us a little bit about your efforts this year. I know you said you've been out like about the last month collecting for the Crusade. Dale?
Yeah, we've had roadblocks set up and we had a yard sale. People in the community donated items, and that was all just donations. We didn't have prices on anything.
Okay.
And the stuff we had left over from the yard sale actually went to another charity. So
nice.
That's basically how we raised the money, was just roadblocks in the yard sale.
And you said people are just very welcoming when you see them out there at the roadblocks these days. They appreciate you all being out there.
That's right. One thing I really like on these roadblocks, people pull up there, give us their donation, and thank us for doing that. It's a great cause, great effort.
Okay. And so, Dale, as the coordinator, how many years you been doing this?
This is my second year.
Your second year. You're a new coordinator.
For that,
Okay.
I'm just getting started.
All right. And what's it mean to you in the last couple of years you've been doing it? How's it feel when you know where this money is going? 100% of your donations, by the way, going back to children in your communities. What does that mean to you when you hear these stories from parents about how it has helped out their child?
Yeah, it's especially since all the money goes to that. It's like some charities, you wonder if it all goes for the cause here that you're collecting for, and it's good to know this one does.
All right. Now, you guys are collecting for the kids, but you wanted to tell a really quick story of how you actually not only helped the kids this year, but helped someone else. Tell me what happened at the roadblock.
That's right. So last weekend we were out doing the roadblock. Dale and I were out there collecting, and this older truck comes up with the Ohio license plate on it. I thought it was interesting, and long story short, this older gentleman pulled up, asked for directions to Indiana, which he's in the middle of Indiana on the southern part, and we're from Washington County. And long story short, pulled him off to the side, started talking with him, got a hold of his wife, found out that he was actually missing, and it was quite interesting. We got a hold of the sheriff's department, and they came out and confirmed that yes, he was a missing person.
Wow.
There was a missing person report filed for him from his hometown up by Cincinnati, Ohio. So yeah, we were able to connect the dots and get him back to where he needed to go. Of course, we had EMS come check him out just to make sure everything was good.
Got him safely back home to his family.
That's right. It's a kind of a testament to us, I guess, that our job is never done. You know, we think we're there collecting money for the kids, and we are. Yeah. That is our primary, but our head's always on a swivel. We always have to be thinking about what could be going on, and just there to serve the community.
Well, thanks so much for everything that you guys do, and I know you have some people that you want to thank this year for the Crusade, so go right ahead.
Yeah, so we had several generous people give donations. Several cash donors, $200-300 a piece. They want to remain anonymous for the most part. We did have Kathy with Howard Township, Washington County. She's the trustee there. She donated $300, I believe, on a check. And we had another one donated $100. She's a lifelong supporter of the Crusade. We actually did an interview with her and posted that on a Facebook page, which you guys then reposted. So that's on there if you want to go check that out. So yeah, a lot of good people, generous giving.
I like that you guys came in here and you're like, you know, we don't have a list. We know who we want to thank. And all the other people who just gave from their hearts, they didn't need to be acknowledged, and that's great too. So that happens sometimes, right?
That's right. Yeah, we appreciate those people that give for the right causes.
All right.
As well as those that we do give a shout out to. So
Darren and Dale, are we ready then to give the total from Livonia Volunteer Fire Department?
You have anything else?
We're ready.
All right.
Well, I would like to mention there was one family donated $650, but they want to remain anonymous, so
Very nice.
still like to mention them but without the name.
We thank you very much for that donation.
Okay.
That's awesome. All right.
Okay, we collected $3,228.13.
$3,228.13. You guys want to put in the cents right now? And we'll take a listen. All right. One more time for that total, guys.
$3,228.13.
All right, Livonia Fire Department, guys. What do we think? Thank you all so much. And of course, you can donate right now. Here's the number. 582-7511. The toll-free number is 1-888-382-7511. Of course, you can donate to WHAScrusade.org. You can also donate by Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. There's so many ways. Apple Pay. So we want to thank you all for what you're doing. We thank all of our firefighters for being out here and collecting, and all the volunteers that are helping the crusade. We're going to take a quick break here in Corydon, Indiana. We're going to send it back to you.
All right, Connie, thanks a lot, and thank you, Livonia Fire Department over in Southern Indiana. Now, we're going to introduce you, but you've been here a long time. This is Chief Jason Myman with the PRP Fire Department.
Yes, so how's everyone? One of the things in the fire service and a lot of other organizations that they do is to show sincere gratitude and thanks is to handshake with a challenge coin. All right, that's what we do. And I've got some for you all out in the car, so we'll be all right.
Cool.
But that's one of the things we do in the service, especially emergency services. But we have a lot of talent as well. And one of the talents we have is a gentleman named Dave Goldsmith, a near and dear friend of mine. But he's also retired fire chief of Highview Fire Department. And he has a talent where he makes beautiful, beautiful items. He's made the WHS Crusade for Children tables with patches. One of the things that he made this year is this challenge coin. I guess it's a stand. You can put multiple coins on here at the time, but it's a beautiful thing that he does, and he donates all of his time making this stuff, and he donates the product. And this product is on raffle. $5 a raffle ticket. They are on WHS 11's website, so you can get a ticket there, or you can come down to the studio and you can get a ticket. But we wanted to talk about it a little bit, try to get some more interest, but this is a beautiful product, and here's a challenge coin rack. So that's what we're advertising right now. And I believe all the proceeds are going to go to PRP. So if you want to donate some more to PRP, you're more than welcome. So,
you guys are always competing.
That's right. They were always competing. But no, Dave does a really good job. And he's got a grandson right now that's in the hospital, so shout out to JD. Hang in there, buddy. You're going to do great. But Dave's done a really good job for the Crusade for many, many years, and he's continuing on. All right. So, thank you, Dave, and get your tickets.
Yeah, say that one more time. $5 a ticket?
$5 a ticket. You can go on WHS Crusade's website. You can go on their Facebook page and get a ticket there, or you can come down to the studios where he's going to be selling them personally.
All right, Chief Myman, thanks a lot for stopping by.
Thank you all.
All right, that was Chief Myman with the PRP Fire Department. And Lena, now it looks like we got our next one.
All right, we're here with Palermo Fire. Palmyra Fire, sorry.
You've only been here 6 weeks
I've only been here
so.
6 weeks, so there's a lot to learn, especially with the history of this foundation and just learning how to help everyone out.
All right, so now we're going to toss it back over to Southern Indiana for the Palmyra Fire Department. Thank you very much for joining us.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Corydon, Indiana, the John Jones Auto Group. We thank them so much for letting us be here for the 73rd Annual Crusade for Children. Our hearts are full because we have so many of these great volunteers, firefighters, coming and have been working not just the last couple of weekends, but for the last few months, for the last year since the last crusade to raise money for Kentuckiana's kids. Now with us right now is some very important guests, I will say, from the Palmyra Fire Department. We've got Steve Simpson. Steve, how you doing?
Doing well, doing well.
We got your wife, Teresa. How you doing, Teresa?
I'm fine, thank you.
All right, Brittany, and tell me, you've got Aiden here. How old is Aiden?
Adley is 5.
Adley, I'm sorry. It's Adley, right? Okay, Adley is 5.
Yes.
Okay, and we've got Aaron.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. And Aaron, you were a Crusade baby.
I was, yes, ma'am. Ever since I was born, I've been
doing door-to-door, helping my dad out with the fire department, and it's a great cause.
All right, we want to go back to Steve because, Steve, you do have a story. Aaron truly was a Crusade baby. Tell me about
Yes, ma'am. When he was born, they used the machines, and on the machines it says donated by the Crusade for Children. So the machines that brought him to life and saved his life were donated by the Crusade.
That was a long time ago. You're still tearing up.
Yeah, he's still my son.
What does that mean to you?
Oh, it's
knowing the work that you're doing. It gets hot out there. It could rain today. Who knows? You guys work through all conditions to raise money for these kids.
Yes, ma'am. We do. Going door to door, doing the roadblocks, and just knowing that the money that you're collecting, what it's going for, and knowing that 100% of it is going where it's supposed to go. Is to us is amazing to watch. Just us and all the other fire departments out there that are doing this, just collecting money and knowing that everything we're doing is helping children.
All right, and you've got a beautiful granddaughter right there. Look at her, showing her stuff right here. Adley, I'm going to get it right. What happened to your baby? Mama?
Put her in the truck.
Oh, she's in the truck. She's got a little baby doll she's been holding. Okay. All right, Steve. Let's tell us about some of the things that y'all have been doing this year to raise money for the Crusade.
Well, one thing we do every year is I gotta get my right here is a Easter carnival.
Okay.
We start our Crusade event with our annual Easter carnival and egg hunt.
Mm-hmm.
And we'd like to thank the Palmyra Event Committee for all of their help in the planning and help of the day of our event. We also do roadblocks, of course.
Okay.
We did them for 2 separate weekends and finish off by going door to door yesterday throughout the community. And people are still receptive. You asked me earlier. People are still receptive for the fire departments coming out and knocking on their door and collecting some change. They'll say, "Hold on a minute, let me go grab some change," or "We heard you coming," or they get their kids involved, and we like to get the kids up in the trucks and let them ring the bell or push the siren, and which is fun for them. And then next year they're out there standing there waiting for the truck to get there.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we have. We'd also like to thank the Boy Scouts at Troop 25 in Georgetown, Indiana. They had 14 boys and 5 adults that came out and helped us all day yesterday, going door to door, which is really neat. We let them come out on Friday night, and we call it sleeping with the trucks, and they get to sleep at the firehouse. And we put on a static little demonstration for them of hoses or the jaws of life or one of the just something on a tool or something, and just had them use it and put on our fire gear and try to hold a hose, and which is a lot of fun for them. And then they get to sleep in the firehouse overnight, which they think is fantastic.
I would love to do that. That's cool.
Well, you're invited anytime. But they'll sleep in the firehouse, and then the next morning we get up, have breakfast, and then go out and go door to door, which is really cool. They enjoy it. They have a good time. We have several restaurants that, because of where we're at, donate food to us to help us sustain. We have Zaxby's in Corydon, Swing and Slice in Corydon, Lee's Chicken in Corydon, White Castle in Corydon, El Compadre in Palmyra, Tumbleweed in Floyd Knobs, and Dairy Dip in New Salisbury. And it's nice of them to donate the food for us so that we can keep going all day and not have to spend the time to stop and cook and that type of thing. And we have some memory ofs. $50 for Barb Carver, $100 for Earl Becker, $100 for Trey Oswald, and $100 for Kenny and Ardella Dodge. And in honor of Troop 25 coming out and helping us, we have an anonymous donation of $6,000.
Wow.
So,
that is awesome.
yes, ma'am. That's fantastic. Our last year's total was $22,179.48.
Okay.
We're up a little.
Okay. We like up. Up is good. You know what? But times are tough. So the fact that people are coming and giving from their hearts, that really means something to get, anywhere close to last year, right?
Right. Yes, ma'am. You ready for this?
We're ready. Are you ready? Are you ready to tell me, Steve?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Our grand total this year is $22,430.79.
Wow. Awesome, guys. What do you think, girl? Yeah, it's pretty good, right? Thumbs up? Okay. All right. You want to help Dad pour the money in? Let's go, Adley. Oh, she got it. Got it? Woo-hoo! All right. Got that one? Yeah, girl. Nice job. How Palmyra, everybody. Woo! All right. Steve, thank you so much for what you do. We appreciate you every year. Let's have that total one more time from Palmyra.
$22,430.79. And I'd like to also say to Donnie Allen, who's not here, who's been here every year I've been here for 43 years. He's homesick and hoping he gets well quick.
Thank you all so much for everything you do. Thank you all. Thanks, girl. You did a good job. Go get it, kindergarten. All right, that's it for us for right now. From Corden, Indiana, we want to remind you to donate by calling 582-7511. Of course, you can also donate at WHAScrusade.org. There are so many other ways you can donate now by PayPal, of course, Cash App, Venmo. You do it. We'll take the money for Kentuckiana's kids. It's all going back to them. 100% of your donations goes to kids in your community. All right, we're going to send it back to you. We'll see you in a few minutes from Corden.
Welcome back to the WHAS studio. I'm Conroy DeLuche in here with
Lena Gebhardt.
And we're both first-timers at the Crusade, so we wanted to come over here and talk to some people who've been doing this for a while. Jeannie, tell me how long you've been doing the Crusade?
45 years.
45 years. That's what I heard. So I was like, I need to talk to her about some tips.
I've been here a few years, yeah.
Okay. I know you've been answering some phones, but if you've been watching all, do you have any tips for Lena and I on how to do this?
Just, thank them for their donation and write your notes down and make sure you get all your information. I like to go back over everything before I hang up the call and make sure I have everything.
Yeah, you don't want to take down the wrong total.
Or the wrong credit card number.
Yeah, it's like, what'd you say, how many zeros?
Yeah, right.
What do you remember the biggest call that you've taken, the biggest total?
Probably 1,000.
Wow.
Yeah, I've had quite a few $1,000 donations, but I think that's probably the biggest.
So in 45 years, do you know how many hours you've spent on the phone?
No.
Okay, no, I won't even make you guess. So let's read that phone number one more time because we have a lot of people here who are answering phones. It is toll-free, 1-888-382-7511. Lena, I'm going to hand off the microphone to you.
All right.
So you can ask somebody else some questions.
And what's your name and how long have you been doing this?
I know.
My name is Pam Jaggers. This is my first year.
And I saw you just take a call a couple minutes ago. How did it go?
It went great, and it was from a caller in Columbia, South Carolina. She was watching online, so
we're really getting calls from all over the place. And how does that speak to the importance of the mission here today?
Well, she said she grew up in Louisville, and she never misses watching a crusade. So it made an impact on her as a child and growing up. So I thought that was great.
Yeah.
So, and then in talking to her, we connected and we have a mutual friend. So it's like small world,
big
That's
impact.
Louisville for you.
That's
Nobody's surprised by that.
No, All right.
Well, thank you very much for joining us for your first crusade. Wow.
Well, thanks for having me. I'm enjoying it.
We're so glad. Well, it's ours too. So we're all in this together. We're all flying blind together. Luckily, we got a lot of veterans here who are helping us. And now we're going to toss it back over to Southern Indiana where Connie Leonard is standing by with the Leavenworth Fire Department.
We got
Welcome back to Corden, Indiana for the 73rd Crusade for Children. We're at the John Jones Auto Group Chevrolet dealer out here, and there's still plenty of time if you want to drop by in person or raffle for this beautiful quilt behind me. If we take in a close look, this is a handmade quilt. Buddy over there looking at it with Connie Leonard tells me there's eagles in the middle of each of these quilt squares. You can raffle for this today. You can even meet the woman who made it. Heath Township Fire is the one who's doing that raffle. We got more raffles to talk about today as we come over here and talk to the Leavenworth Fire Department. We got Paige Green out here, who's definitely not new to Crusade. She knows her way around the ropes. Tell me how this year has been.
Every year we improve, so I'm just happy to say that we improved from last year, and it really takes the community behind us to get there. So I've got some people to mention here, and with us today we've got my husband, Lieutenant Zachary Green, and our daughter, Collins Green.
Collins Green, Zach, thanks for being here today. Businesses, you say, are also real integral to how you pull this off every single year.
Yes. So I'm going to start with money that we already had in the bank prior to this past weekend and week.
Okay.
We did back in October a car show.
And at that car show, we had $422 brought in.
Okay.
With the help of the car show, we had trophies sponsored by us, for us by Justin Froman. Outlaw Metal Works Signs did the trophies for us this year. We got a couple raffle items. AutoZone, O'Reilly's, Napa, and Advanced Auto gave us like car show detail or something to do with vehicles to raffle off. And that was at our Sorghum Festival in Crawford County. Yes.
Gonna have to add that to the calendar.
It's fun. It's a fun time. And then, let's see. We also had at the beginning of October, our fire department donated $200 to us. We've had a couple in memories. We had $100 in memory of Sandy Doser from Malcolm Doser. A $50 donation from Ron Reckner. Betty Ann Richardson, $250 in memory of Ralph Lampton. Laney and Keith McIntosh, $30. We did a roadblock, which brought in $159.88, and our Alton Legion Post 133, $100. So that's what we already had in the bank starting out. And then this past weekend, we went on to do more roadblocks. I went around the community and asked our businesses, because they're small businesses in Crawford County, and they just love to give to Crusade. So a couple of those. The Overlook Restaurant, $100. Carefree Food Mark, $50. Marengo Liberty Township Fire Department also gave us a check for $250. Chickadee Calf in Marengo, $50. Legacy Fireworks in Marengo, Leavenworth area, $100. Leavenworth Fire Department, we did another $300, and we did this in memory of Gary Kemp, Josh Smith, and George Pellman. And this is why I brought the Crusade back. We used to do it years ago, and Josh Smith would stand up on stilts out at the interstate.
Yeah.
And Gary Kemp used to dress up as Abe Lincoln. So that was just kind of fun for the kids to see out there at the interstate, standing on stilts, and then someone that looks like Abe Lincoln out there. Yeah. And they're both not with us now, so we just kind of do it in their memory.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Biddles in Leavenworth, $25 in memory of Joseph E. Biddle III. Our Crusade kiddos, so she's not a Crusade kiddo, she's just one of the kiddos. Yeah. But we do have a set of twins that were born very premature and had to spend time in the hospital and in NICUs, and they did benefit from Crusade items that the hospital had. Yeah. That's Addie and Jana Goss. So them three set up yesterday for a lemonade stand. They raised $90 in cash. And then Clayton Towing out at Carefree scene, and he stopped in and gave $100 for 4 things of lemonade. Yeah. So thanks to Clayton Towing for that. That was a generous donation.
That's still $190 at one lemonade stand one day. That's still pretty impressive. Yep.
The Dollar General let us sit out there in Carefree, so it was a good location. So thanks to them for that. Yeah. And then also with Crusade, the Barry Goodall did the restaurants this year. So one of our favorite restaurants was the Dock Bar and Grill in Leavenworth, and they always donate, so I wanted to get them on TV this year just because they do so good with us, and Kathy and Kent are always there to help me anytime I need anything, and they donated $500.
Okay, $500. Shout out to the Doc. We had to get him on TV this year.
Yep. And then let's see, we did another roadblock, which I think I have my money total wrong on that.
Okay. We're still doing just a little bit of math behind the scenes here, but that's all right.
Change on that though was $23.52, and then we had cash also with their lemonade stand. It was kind of all together at the end of it, but we all got it in the total though.
Okay, yeah.
And then also this year, I had a couple people come to me, and I mentioned I wanted to do a raffle. And I know there's a couple of departments that do different types of raffles, and I've never seen a gun safe raffle. So I said, let's get a small gun safe. Tractor Supply helped me get that, along with Dallas Griffin, Roy and Penny Green, Jeff Howe with the Crawford County Sheriff's Department. And we did a Domino's fundraiser night, so all that money went in to get this gun safe. We sold a little over 100 tickets and raised a little over $1,000 on that. And we're actually going to draw for that on TV today.
Okay, we're going to have a live drawing. Who's going to have the honors of pulling the name out here?
You want to do it?
Yeah, very nice. Okay.
Shake it up good so no one can say anything. And this was
Yeah.
family, friends, community members. We let anyone in on the tickets.
Okay, very well shaken jar here.
Okay, let's see who got it. Chad Riddle.
Chad Riddle.
Yep, he's from English, Indiana. I know exactly who he is.
Okay, yeah, the name sounded familiar to me. Okay.
So we'll be getting with Chad to get this delivered, or if he can come pick it up. I put Zach in on delivering it, so he got roped into that.
Man, you guys have so much going on with this. You had Domino's nights, you had car shows, and now you have at-home deliveries. So Crusade's never really over, even when it's over. Paige, is there anything else you want to say before we deliver that grand total?
My fire department, thank you for you all for helping. There's a couple ones I want to mention on that they help me every year, standing at the interstate. Anytime I say, hey, I need help, they're right there with me.
Yeah.
And that's going to be Braxton Timberlake, Gary Wynn, Ashley Armstrong, Dusty and Lana Goss, Addie and Jana Goss, Cody and Caitlin Green. Zach always helps too because he's with me, so he kind of gets brought into it. He just says yes.
Yeah.
Collins is always there to help me too. Can you think of anyone else?
Yeah.
Gary Wiseman for always giving us funding, and Jeff for letting me kind of have whatever I want to do with it.
You always need those people who are going to step up and say yes, and thank you to you, Paige, because you're the one who got this back on track, and you know the guys on stilts, the Abraham Lincolns, you know, we got to remember the legacy that they leave us, you know. Okay, are we ready for that total now?
Total is $4,145.40.
$4,145.40 raised all kinds of different ways. Are we ready for Collins to do a little bucket tipping? Are you ready?
You gonna put the money in?
Yeah, okay.
Come on. Which one you want to do? The middle one? Yeah. Okay, ready? Help me. Are we doing all of them?
Tip some more. I think you do that one by
Do this one over here.
Yeah.
Don't mix them up.
Very nice. And Collins, do you want to do this last one? That's up to you. Okay. Ooh, big bucket. Here we go. All right. $4,145.40. Thank you so much, Leavenworth Fire Department, for stopping by. Paige, Zach, Collins, so nice to see y'all. If you want to donate and be that 40 cents that makes the difference, you can call right now. You can call 582-7511, or you could do it the old-fashioned way. Mail it over to us at the WHAS 11 station, 520 West Chestnut Street, Louisville, Kentucky, 40202, or scan the QR code on your screen. You can donate using Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, Apple Pay, Google Pay probably out there. You can also find Crusade on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter for updates all throughout the year. You can be the difference that changes a child's life. 100% of the money that you donate is going to go straight to kids in Kentuckiana who need it. We'll see you at Corydon in just a little bit here at John Jones Auto Group.
Fire Department. Before we get started here with this special family, we want to give a shout out to the Westport Volunteer Fire Department in Oldham County. We hear they're up 143% in terms of donations this year, and they've raised, can we get a drum roll maybe?
I only got one hand.
$2,260.63
Wow. Hey, thanks,
for
Westport.
the 73rd annual Crusade for Children.
All right, let's read that one more time. That total
We've
from...
got $2,260.63 from the Westport Volunteer Fire Department.
All right,
Thank you so
Westport.
much, guys.
Thank you, guys. And now, thank you, Lena. Now we're going to turn it over to the Ballard family. This is Nathan Ballard. Tell me who is here with you this morning.
I have my wife, Sarah. I have my daughter, Natalie, and Natalie's friend, Hope.
Of course, you guys are inspired by somebody who's not here with us this morning.
Yeah, we're here because we collect in the name of my younger brother, Lauren. He collected for the Crusade for, a couple of decades. He was very passionate about it. So unfortunately, he passed away a couple of years ago due to COVID. But we continue the fundraising efforts just to keep his name alive and just keep alive what he held dear.
And tell me about how Lauren got involved with the Crusade. It was a few decades ago.
Yeah, when he was born, my little brother had Down syndrome. When he was born, he had a lot of medical issues, so he spent a lot of time in Crusade Children's Hospital. And then when he got older, you know, he was feeling better. But then he realized how important the Crusade was just because of his experiences. So he started just collecting change, you know, keeping his own change. And then he would go up to people on the street and be like, do you have any change for the Crusade? And then he would be like, well, do you have any dollars for the Crusade? And then, how much money are you going to donate to the Crusade this year? And he had a very infectious personality, so he was hard to say no to. So he worked really hard. He was very passionate about this. And so we're just trying to keep that alive.
And I know a lot of people here behind the scenes remember Lauren and everything that he did for the Crusade. You told me before how much money you think he raised over the years. How much was that?
Oh, he raised over $150,000.
Wow.
Yeah, just by himself. He, like I said, he'd go out, he would talk to every business, he would call people, he would just ask strangers on the street. Even when he was in the hospital with COVID, he would ask the nurses, do you all want to donate to the Crusade? So it was his passion, for sure.
Okay, well, anybody special that you want to thank before we hand it over to your daughters? And I'm going to go over there after you thank the people to see what's behind that paper.
Gotcha. I've got a little bit of list here, so I'm going to put my specs on so I can see.
Yeah, sorry, I know you didn't want to do that.
That's all right. I'm getting old and I'm fine. Let's see here. I want to start. We've got a couple of $2,000 checks. That's from Clark Mechanical and Janet Franklin. And I'd also want to reach out to the Clark Mechanical family. They had an employee, Marie Clark. She passed away about a year ago, so we just want to send them our condolences and that we're thinking about them. We've got two $1,000 checks from Boone's Butcher Shop and Croom's Drugstore in Bardstown. My mom, Brenda Sani, she's also a very, very big part of this. She donated $727. And then Natalie and her friends, they had a lemonade stand, and at that lemonade stand, they collected $1,572.35.
Great job, thank you.
And then we've got several $500 checks. We've got B&B Fire, Buza Construction, Don Mudd Construction, Joe and Rita Goldstein, and Rob Smotherman. We have a $300 from Interstate Security. Then we've got from First Christian Church, we've got $284.06. From Brent Mudd at Kentucky Farm Bureau, we've got $250. And then at $200, we've got David Hobbs, Ken and Becky Hatfield, and Alan and Morgan Lewis. Then Barbara's is $150. Then we've got several $100. We've got Natalie Gabe and Deuce Stone, Andy and Terry Stone, Barlow Funeral Home, Bear Creek Fencing, Becky and Robert Lukenbill, Bill and Becky Osborne, Bob and Joe Matthews, David Dones, Dr. Lisa Sloan Woody, Elaine and Erskine Keeling, Emmett and Teresa Wood, Jim and Holly Lameau, Joseph and Diane Donahue, Just Jane, Kenny's Cleaners, Mary J. Nally, Mary Keene, Madeline and Leanne Howell. I'd also like to thank them for Natalie's beautiful new smile. Missy Boblet, Peacock on 3rd, Phil and Lane Bowling, Richard Mayberry, Rooster Run Reynolds, Summer Enterprises, Thomas and Edna Durbin, Tom and Linda Reed, Connie and Tony Hurst. And then $50, we've got Cam Franklin and the Franklin family, Drew and Jamie Taylor, Jason and Lindsay Pierce, Julie Baylog, Molly Reynolds, Anthony and Tiffany Burba, Donna Bowman, James Mays, Kate Boland, Minor and Marsha Harmon, and Gail Mudd. We also have several other ones, but we would just like to thank everybody that came out to the lemonade stand and donated, that continue to donate every year just to remember Lauren. It means a whole lot to us.
Absolutely, and thank you very much for coming over. And now I'm going to go over here as we get ready for the big reveal from the Ballard family, but there's a lot of help, obviously, that went into this. So, for the 73rd Annual Crusade for Children, the Ballard family presents $16,263.41. Wow. Thank you all so much. Once again, that total is $16,263.41. Let's give one more round of applause for the Ballard family and for Lauren. All right, thank you all so much. We're going to hand you all off this way. Go on this way. And Yelena, I think our time is just about wrapping up.
Oh my goodness. First Crusades went well.
Yeah, this was our first one. Austin, I know this is your first one.
This will be my first one.
Sarandon, you're the veteran.
Oh yeah.
I know. It's exciting to be here now for my third crusade, and now I get to show everyone else the ropes. It feels like.
Yeah, I said you're steering this ship.
All right. Well, let's steer this ship. All right, let's see what we got here. Hi, how's it going?
Good. So today I'm representing Glen Auto Group, who is the Matching Power Hour sponsor of this new hour.
Wow.
And I will reveal their total here in a minute, but they weren't able to be here today. So I just wanted to say that we are so appreciative for their gift this year, especially since right after Crusade weekend last year, they had a devastating fire at one of their 2 dealerships. And so they've come back bigger and stronger, and they, even though they had that setback, they are still all about giving back to the same community that supports us too, so, and supports them as well. So.
And that Matching Power Hour is so special for those organizations to come to the Crusade and do the Matching Power Hour. So we're so thankful for them, and it sounds like we have a really nice total.
We do. So they have 2 dealerships. Each one kicked in the same amount, and their Power Hour amount is $10,000. So thank you.
$10,000 for the Power Hour.
Yes, Glen Auto Group. We very much appreciate it.
Wow. So again, $10,000 for the Matching Power Hour for Glen Auto Group for the 73rd annual WHAS Crusade for Children. I love a round number like that. $10,000.
It's real satisfying, like the zeros.
Yes.
I'm a math nerd, so.
It's definitely going to be nice to see that on the tote board and really boost up that total for the Crusade. So thank you so much.
Thank you, and thanks to Glen Auto Group.
Slide right in there next to me.
All right, now we got the Pee Wee Valley Fire District. Hi, how's it going?
Pretty good, and yourself?
I'm doing amazing. It's Crusade Sunday, the best day of the year.
Right, that's right, it is, it is.
I mean, so tell me about how you raised a little bit of money this year.
Well, we do our traditional door-to-door. We set up, we have signs that we put out in the neighborhoods, and we put a sign that says like Monday or Tuesday, that's the day we're going to be in that neighborhood. And then our roadblocks. It's always nice too when you come into Crusade and people are giving you money as you're walking in the door. So I mean, it's a great thing. It's a great thing. So I've got a couple of memories and stuff to read.
Absolutely.
The following donations are $100 in memory of Bill Hurt and David and Carol Goodrich, Billy S. Howard and Rosemary Howard, Jim and Betty Keel from Tim Keel, Doc Steedley from Mary Harvey, Barry and Barb and Patrick Stess, Doc Steedley from Susan Lance, Jim and Betty Keel from Connie and Rick Fitch. Following are $200 memories of Peggy Wallingford from the Wallingford Outdoor Services, Blair Tabler from her parents, Mike and Joy Tabler, who are grateful for the years of support. And Joy's one of our board members. It's always nice when we work with the community and somebody wants to come in and help us at the board level. That's great. Let's see. Lost my place here. Nancy Harton Mosteller from Jude Mosteller. $300 in memory of Chief Norman Turner and Carol Turner. From Carol Turner. $500 in memory of Samuel Hack from Adam and Amanda Hack. $500 from Roger and Cindy Hack in memory of Samuel Hack. $500 in memory of Bill Shirley and Kyle Adams from James Stevenson. $1,000 in memory of Tim Collenberg from his wife Carrie Collenberg. And Tim was a special member of the fire department. We're trying to figure this out. I think it was 11 or 12 years ago. We worked, Jody Myman and Jason called, and they were looking for somebody to help smoke some pork for the Crusade for today. And I called Tim, and he was like, of course we can do that. And so we did, and Tim passed away a couple years ago, and we all remember him and appreciate his efforts with us. $1,000 from Karen and Rick Albers in memory of these retired firefighters who passed away, all of whom were supporters of the Crusade for Children. Chief Russ Rakestraw from Linden Fire Department, Chief Albert Aberlin from St. Matthews Fire, Major Ken Strange, St. Matthews Fire Protection, retired board chairman and firefighter Jim Gray from St. Matthews Fire Protection, retired Captain Steve Florence from St. Matthews Fire Protection, Heather and John Jeffries with the County KS Boutique donated koozies with the department patch on them in honor of their grandson, Ben Ferguson. And thanks to the following businesses who kept us fed during the week: Chick-fil-A, Middletown, Domino's Pizza, Crestwood, Craft House Pizza, Hurstburn, and Kroger, Forest Springs. And a special shout out to Crestwood Meats. And again, I forgot the sign. It's probably my truck. Yeah, thanks, Maddie. Crestwood Meats is a very special group to the Pee Wee Valley Fire Department. So many years ago, Mike Greenwell, one of the owners, I asked him, I said, hey, we're going to do this cookout. So on Saturday, we bring all the firefighters and their families in, because some of us haven't seen our families in 4 or 5 days, maybe 6 or 7. And so I said, hey, we're just looking to try if I can get some hamburgers from you. He said, how many do you need? And I gave him a number, and he said yes. And so for every year, it's probably been at least 20 years that Mike and now his son Chris and the rest of the gang have donated hamburgers for us for our cookout that we do on Saturday nights. And then when we started doing the pork, they have a pork chicken rub that we all like, and so I said, hey, can I get some of that to put on the pork? And he's like, sure. So I go in there and get that. So it's a great partnership with Crestwood Meats, and we appreciate everything that they do for us.
I mean, it's getting close to lunchtime, and all this talk of hamburgers and pork.
The talk of meats is
I mean,
is
it's
getting
making
us
me hungry, and it sounds like it was really delicious.
It was, and we can't operate unless we're fed. I mean, it doesn't work that way.
That's just people in general.
That's just people in general. Yep. So we had a really good year this year. A lot of things clicked. Everybody has said this, and it's a fact. I think I have 15 or 20 Venmos that came through, and that's huge. We put the sign up, and people would stop and take a picture of it. We assume that they donated later. That's what we can assume. But then, putting it out on our website and that. So that's been huge. Another way of giving to the Crusade for Children. So we're up, according to Crusade records, 33%.
33%?
That's a big number.
That's a big number.
Yep. So this year, for the 2026 Crusade for Children, Pee Wee Valley Fire Department, our family firefighters and community are donating $29,685.18.
That's incredible.
Amazing.
I think we need to hear that number again. So for the 73rd annual WHAS Crusade for Children, how much are you giving?
$29,685.18.
That's amazing. Oh my gosh. And it sounds like all the different ways that you had people donate really helped. The Venmo and just the variety of ways that you can donate.
Correct. And I give credit to the Crusade for Children, to the board and Dawn and Sean and everybody coming up with these ideas and putting them out there. And we now see the advantages of those opportunities to help collect for the Crusade.
Oh my gosh. Then we thank you so much for your collections and what you're able to give the Crusade. It's just remarkable.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it. We'll be back next year for some more fun.
Hopefully you're up 33% next year.
Maybe.
Maybe 50%.
I do have to embarrass my daughter here.
Absolutely.
See, her face is turning red like the shirt. So this is my daughter Madeline. She's been coming up with me for a couple years and helping out, and she's also a student at Sacred Heart, and she's going to be working with the Crusade for Children. Was it called Community Group or Club, the Crusade for Children Club at Sacred Heart. So I'm appreciative for her carrying on the tradition of helping out with the Crusade.
Oh, that's awesome. We love to see that. We love to see it. And I mean, we like to see the Crusade get people, into it early. And just thank you guys. Appreciate it. All right. I think we have one more other. We got Zone 10 Fire Department next. And come on in, guys.
All right, while they're getting in position, Sarandon, good to have you on our Crusade team as always. You too, Austin.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Good to have you bouncing around here. Why don't we read a total just to have fun, just for folks who are listening to us on the radio?
Yep.
Let's give them a tote board total for this.
A tote board total?
On the WHAS Crusade for Children, a little after 11 o'clock. At the moment, we can all say together, we got
all right.
$2,841,812.86. All right.
I like that number at 11 o'clock.
You got
That's a good number at 11 o'clock.
Right here. Here you go.
All right. Hi, Zonton. How's it going?
We're doing good.
How y'all doing?
We're doing good. How about you all?
Oh my gosh, amazing. Crusade Sunday. Nothing better that you can ask for.
Ooh, yeah, it's over though. That's the bad thing. You know, we got to start thinking of next year, right?
Absolutely.
And always pushing forward to next year.
We are.
Thinking about other ways to raise money for the
yeah.
kids.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll definitely. We always are thinking every year.
So what did you do this year that you were thinking about last year?
Nothing. You know, this year it was just a weird year for us. You know, we had very low turnout to help with volunteers. You know, we had several people that were just there every day that helped out, but some odd reason we just didn't get the volunteers to come and help us this year. So hopefully next year we'll be able to drum up a lot more. And we got everything accomplished that we wanted to, but it just the men and women that were out there hitting the hot pavements and stuff, you know, they really did some work.
Well, we appreciate all the work that all of our volunteers do and everything that you're able to accomplish. It means the world. Every penny counts.
It does. Every penny counts.
So I'm sure you have some ones that you would like to thank here.
We do. So actually, we're going to let Sherry over there on your right, she's going to take care of business donations, food donations, and personal donations of $99 and under.
All right, Sherry, hit it with me.
All right, so we're going to start with food. We had some amazing support from our community as far as food. And I know you said you were hungry.
I
I'm
know,
sorry.
you guys are really hurting me over here.
We want to start out with Subway and Brooks, Jenny Key, Bill Hildebrand, Mark Quire, Charlotte Shellman, Paulita Keith, Little Caesars Hillview, Texas Roadhouse, Mr. Gaddy's, Papa John's Hillview, McDonald's Brooks, Brewster's Okolona, Beef O'Brady's Hillview, Karen Moulton, Domino's in Hillview, Kush at the Guru Market, Aspen Creek, Pizza Hut Hillview, Chick-fil-A Preston Highway, Shack in the Back, McAllister's, and Jill and Mark Proctor. Without their donations, we would not have been able to do what we did this week. It's been a long week.
They got to fuel you to get all those donations.
As far as our business donations this year, donations under $500, we have All Hours Heating and Air Conditioning, BB's Consignment in memory of George and Christina Gabehart, Brian Galler LLC, Murphy's Heating and Air Conditioning Incorporated, and Suburban Towing. Donations from $500 to $999, we have North Bullet Lions Club and the Roll Call Foundation in memory of Jesse Schott. And donations over $1,000, we have Louisville Street Rods, and Light M. Wilson Foundation. My last list is a little bit longer. This is donations under $100. We have Charles Fust Jr. in memory of Carolyn Fust, Holly Underwood in memory of Linda Raymer, Jason Newman in memory of Carolyn Ann Samuels, and also in memory of Colleen Meredith Hiddle, Audrey Colmer in memory of Norman Colmer Sr., Paula Lucille Smith in memory of Paul Clifford Smith Jr. and Thurman Lloyd, Diana Price, Brooke and Thomas Wheatley, Joan Stanley, Kathy and Robert Hilger, Deanna and James Badgett, Billy and Marlene Grubbs, Patricia and Steve Shore, Stephen and Lynn Hill, Judith Kiner, Charlotte Foster, Roger and Teresa Potter, Constance and James Fortner, Kevin and Jessica Ogles, Frederick and Caitlin Kudenkall, I'm so sorry if I pronounced that wrong, Jan True, Todd and Janelle Emmert, Lloyd and Joanne Johnson, Gordon and Mary Beth Druin, and thanks for Santa. They thanked our Santa crew for this past year. Jerome and Donna Haley, Lewis and Rita Manning, Marla Robinson, Judith and Dennis Moore, William and Janet Grant, David and Sonia Evans, Frank and Julie Fulkerson, Gary and Ann Nauer, Joseph and Sue Smith, Catherine Saltzman, Stephen and Helen Gibson, Donald Rock, Jacqueline Hall, Julia John Forst, Joshua Grimes, Richard and Barbara Blissett for all of their healthy grandkids, Joe and Peggy Smith, Lewis and Laura Amshoff, Jared Kohler Sr., Melinda and William Wolschlegel, Stephen and Wanda Chapman, Dolores Diane Underhill, Pat Cowley, James and Teresa Ray, Charlotte Jones, Christine and John Rawson, the Smith-Varble family in memory of Eric Robert Smith, Robert and Mary Harker, Catherine and Wilbert Underwood in memory or in honor of their 5 healthy grandchildren, Carolyn Wilkins, Barbara Haroldson and Mary Brewing, Denny and Beverly Bain, Mark Proctor, Charles and Patricia Brown, Linda and Anthony Rummage, Sharon Wright, and James and Charlene Farley.
What an incredible list. I mean, when Santa Claus gets a shout out, I think it's been a good year.
Oh, yes, definitely.
And we have more donations to read off for the Zonton Fire Department. Who do you got?
This is 100 to 499. I have Kenny Allen in loving memory of Tracy Allen, Ann Burba in memory of Leroy Burba, David Whittle, Dana and William Montgomery, Stephen and Jan Speaker in memory of Nita Speaker, James Shepherds in memory of Jerry Shepherds, Todd and Shauna Anderson, Linda Smith, Lori and William Newton, Wendy Hicks, Edward and Aaron Dunnigan, Cynthia and Robert Chestnut, Charles and Vicki Rogers, Kimberly and James Johnson, Rick and Pam Ledford, Tammy Ross, S. Boyle, happy birthday Rhonda Blissett, and then she also gave another donation, happy birthday Richard Blissett, Ricky and Yvonne Karshner, Donna and Anthony Avery in memory of Bob Corrigan, Larry and Celeste Carter, Barbara Nauer, Richard and Deborah Tucker, Janice Rivas in memory of Walter Reeves, Marion and Kimberly Young, Frankie Craven and Pamela Steen, Gary and Rita Woolridge, Michael McDonald for past family members and friends, Diana McDonald in memory of Jerry and Betty, Martha Rogers, George Griffith Jr. in memory of Father George, Jerry and Linda Mitchum, George Oswald in memory of Trey Oswald, Michael Riggle, Heather Schneider for Dana Sissy Webb, Bert and Elsie Webb, Joyce Krupp, Bruce Pierce and Tammy Ricketts, Alan and Deborah Wilson in memory of Bob and Eloise Stallings, and Byron and Virginia Wilson. Deborah French, Linda Key in memory of Gary Key, Juliana Henry for their great-grandchildren Chad and Marley, Sue Boston, thank you Kelly and Butch Keith, Carolyn and Nick DeShelley, Gloria and Tom Seigel in memory of Barbara Hall, Richard and Jennifer Carlson, George Bradbury Jr., Irma Shellman in memory of Bill Shellman, Samuel and John Steele in memory of Martha Steele, Barbara Accordino, Michael Robinson, Kenneth and Sheila Neat, Charles and Linda Jenkins, Kevin and Karen Moulton in memory of Kristen and Chris, Kevin McKay, Paulita Keith in memory of Paul and Rhonda Keith, Barbara Adams, Judy and J.B. Skaggs in memory of Ronnie and Shirley Leslie, Mark and Linda Shaughnessy for the Shaughnessy Wheatley family, Norman and Judith Hufflin in memory of two South Dixie firefighters, Norman Huglin Sr. and Larry Huglin, Preston and Jeffrey Hagerman, Deborah Hagerman, Richard and Margaret Daniel, Kathy and Bruce Bischoff, Thomas Sissel in honor of my 4 healthy grandsons, Elaine and David Vyers, Tony and Summer Marks, Edward and Deborah Jensen, Michael and Marita Smith, Morris Newhouse for the kids, Charles and Dorothy Fortner, Lisa and Edward Berger, Robert and Phyllis Washer in memory of Suzanne Lochner, John and Jean Marshall, Mr. and Mrs. Edward and Patricia Sanders in memory of Glenna Meehan, Douglas McKeehan, Michael McKeehan, Isom McKeehan, Doris Lodenkemper, Edward Sanders, Darlene Renee Sanders, David Wayne Sanders, Gregory Sanders, and Mary Jo Austin. Patty Grider, Linda Northcutt, Linda and Eric Hester, Ray and Betty Bradbury, in memory of our great-granddaughter, Lila Faye Jameson, William and Vicki Moore, Don and David Barbier, in memory of our brothers, Bowling Green MPO, David Barbier, end of watch 6/14/2025. Doug and Mary Comer, Joseph and Janet Chambers, Jerry Windhorst, in loving memory of Carol, of his wife Carol Windhorst, David and Charlene Parks, and we're almost done. Donations $500 to $9.99. Sharon Goodhue in memory of Jim and Evelyn Ball, Rose Oswald Bradley in memory of Trey Oswald, Robert Toby for Sherry, Greg and Connie Brown, John and Darlene Walzer, Charles and Joanne Bradley, Clinton and Dorothy Stiles in memory of our son Christopher, Rocky and Jennifer Toll in memory of Rob Orkes, Paul and Kathy Grant. And then donations over 1,000, Linda Keating in memory of Pat Keating and Michael and Ruth Homrich.
And you could have stood there and read the 100,000 names, and I would have stood here with you because it's the people that are making that total go up.
You're right.
And that's the important thing here.
I mean, it sounds like you had a lot of support, and we're so thankful for all of that. Is there anything else you want to talk about before we get to that grand old total?
Absolutely. I got a few things to touch base. One of our big things that we do every year is our Crusade for Children's fishing tournament. This year it's coming up on September 12th. And this will be our 20th year doing it.
Wow.
It is a big fundraiser. I think we did a little over 7,000 last year. So if you're interested and want to come fish it and never fish it, see our Facebook page or our website or contact Major Wayne Mosley out there.
Hopefully it'll be a little bit cooler and a bit less humid.
Or more water would be good down that way.
That would be good too. I'll try to get that ordered too.
A thank you, a couple thank yous here. Our auxiliary, we couldn't do it without you all. Again, for another year, we had more food than what we could eat. Actually, we were given everything that we cooked afterward. We had so much food. Sherry read all the donations. We were actually helping feed some of the homeless and stuff, so we were able to gift our food there. And thank you for Karen and Sherry. They coordinated all this. They got the food, they got the donations, they did all the shopping, so thank you all for that. All the firefighters, families, friends, organizations such as the Hebron Girls Volleyball Team and Best Buy, they came out and helped with the Crusade events. Our money room counters, even we shrunk down their room, cut it in about half. Even cut down the room, they seem to make it work. So, thank you, Jenny, for keeping us on track all year and keeping all the money done. Our community, we can't talk, our community is just top notch. Without their support, we couldn't do what we do for the kids, for our county and our community. Plus, we couldn't be the fire department we are for them. So, I want to thank our community for their support. All right, you all getting ready for this? So we're down this year. We just didn't have a lot of outcome of volunteers come out and help us out this year, but that's okay. Usually the Crusade time is the same time the high schools graduate, and so this time it didn't happen, so I'm sure they had plans. So we understand that. We did stop roadblocks also. We just felt like it was starting to get a little bit of a safety concern out there with us standing out in the middle of Preston Highway. So for our grand total, $70,483.67.
Wow, that's incredible, and I think we need to hear it again. So for the 73rd annual WHAS Crusade for Children, the Zone 10 Fire Department has $70,483.67. And even if it's a little bit of a down year, that's still an incredible number, and we are so thankful for your support and for the support of the Crusade for Children, because every single penny counts.
All right, now we're going to go back and start working on next year.
There you go. It never stops here at the Crusade.
No, it doesn't.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, go on. What an incredible number, Austin. I mean,
big old number.
We have seen some incredible donations so far here at the WHAS Crusade for Children. And I saw the phones ringing off the hook. And I know that those ladies are working really hard to see those phones go off the hook. And if you want to call into the Crusade, that number right now is 502-582 or 7511. Again, toll free is 1-888-382-7511. Those numbers are going to be on the bottom of your screen. You have the QR code as well. You can donate any way that you can think to donate. You can do Cash App. You can do Apple Pay. You can do Venmo. You can mail in a check if you still want to. Every single way that you can donate money, we're going to count it, and it's going to go on that tote board.
And you can donate securely online, WHAScrusade.org, and they will still accept it by mail. That's 520 West Chestnut Street, Louisville, Kentucky, 40202. And again, pretty much any method of getting money into this into this hopper behind us, they will accept. And 100% of it, down to the hay penny, goes to the kids in Southern Indiana and Kentucky.
I know. I always like to wait to do my donation for the Crusade on Crusade Sunday because I want to see what my tote board total is going to be. So I know it's all exciting to see that number go up. Well, we have fast signs waiting out here. We want to bring them on in. How's it going, guys?
How y'all doing?
Come on in. Good to meet you guys. How's it going?
Good, good.
Yeah?
We're excited to be here on Crusade Sunday.
Oh, we're so excited to have you guys. And so tell me a little bit about Fast Signs and what you guys are doing.
So with Fast Signs, we've been supporting the Crusade for 32 years.
Wow.
We opened 32 years ago. A week after we opened, we provided a banner for the Crusade weekend.
Oh my gosh! So
right from the jump, you started supporting the Crusade, and I love to hear that.
Yeah.
So is this a donation from the company, or did you raise money? How are we donating to the Crusade?
So throughout the year, we provide donations in kind. So we provide goods and services. If you look around, about any sign that you see, we provided. The tote board, the graphics on the vehicle, and my favorite, the awards that are given to the fire departments and community volunteers. So, but we have brought a check with us from Fast Signs, and this is our cash donation that we wanted to bring in this year.
Okay, so are we ready to display the check, or do you have some more things that you would like to say?
We're good.
Okay, all right. So now the grand reveal. Let's see that check. All right, give me that number.
Okay, 3,500.
Wow, 3,500 from Fast Signs for the 73rd annual WHAS Crusade. What an incredible number. I love that. It's such a testament for your relationship for the Crusade, that you've been with them for 32 years. All of these signs, which are gorgeous, by the way, and now a $3,500 check. I mean, it's incredible.
Yeah, thank you. And we are honored to participate and to be part of something so important to our community. But also, Sam has one more thing to add.
All right, Sam, let me go over to you.
So we like to encourage other businesses to give. And one of our former employees who went out on his own, Kevin Zellner, with Kevin's Custom Concepts, he's a remodeler. He has donated $500. And he's done about that for, I think, about the last 8 years. So he's hooked.
Yeah.
He's in too. So we appreciate Kevin and his donation, and encourage all other small businesses to get involved and help.
I mean, like you said, you donate once and you're going to get hooked to donate to the Crusade.
You get hooked, you do.
We love to see it. And thank you so much, Fast Signs, for your time and your donation. It's incredible. And we love to see the support that you guys have given the Crusade for the last couple of decades.
We thank you for everything you do.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
You want to hear the total one more time? For the 73rd annual Crusade for Children, Fast Signs is donating $3,500, and Kevin, what was his last name? Zellner. Kevin Zellner also donating $500 to the Crusade for Children, the 73rd annual Crusade for Children. We love to see it.
We love to see it, and I saw that tote board go up, which is always a good sign. So thank you so much for your time and support for the Crusade. We really appreciate it. All right, I think
we got Nicholas Fire Department coming up here in just a moment now.
All right, come on in. Oh, we got a high quality sign holder here. She's excited. She's got her bow on. All right, come on, shuffle in, shuffle in.
Shirt. I'm already liking this a lot.
Come on in. Hey.
Hello.
How's it going?
Doing well. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fabulous. It's Crusade Sunday. Nothing better in this world.
It is an amazing day, any day we're collecting for the children.
Absolutely. Okay, Nicholas, Nichols, my bad. I misread the sign. All right, Nichols, tell me how you guys did this year. How did you guys get some donations for the crusade?
So this year was an outstanding year for Nichols Fire Department. This year we actually increased our goal by just a little bit over $5,000. Wow. So this year our team, our effort, our membership, their friends and family, they came and did an outstanding job to help us raise this year's money.
Wow, that's incredible, and I love to hear that you guys did a great job this year, and I'm so excited to hear that total at the very end. I'm sure you have some people that you would like to thank.
Yes, of course. So we would like to give a huge shout out to Shepherdsville Fire Department for allowing us to turn our kids loose and collect in a few mobile home parks located off 44 West. Also, we would like to thank Southeast Bullitt Fire Department for allowing us to collect 2 evenings at Highway 245 off the Claremont exit ramp. Our food donations, we would like to thank Pauletta Keith. She is faithful every year. We would like to thank Little Caesars, Pizza Hut, Jersey Mike's, McDonald's, Penn Station, Arby's, Little Daniel's, and Cedar Creek Beef Company. So this time we're going to get started with our donations.
Let's do it.
We have $50 donations from James and Sheila Bandy, Kenneth and Patricia Offit, Bobby and Hazel Roughton, Brian Sennett, Dean Sennett, Alan Sennett, Jeff and Meredith Sheeks, Bruce Tucker, Daniel and Carla Bruce. We have 75 donations from Chuck and Stacy, from Allie's mom and dad. Our $100 donation is from Donald and Susan Coy, Joyce Blackby, captured by Mike Inc., Matthew and Raylan Stone, Joyce and Jeremy Bishop, Sunnyside Baptist Church, All About Cleaning, Chris Hopkins, Brian Mitchell Construction, and Perry Barnes. We have $150 donations from Dan and Tony Carr. We have $125 donations from Alfred Jr. Our $200 donations came from Western Company, David Murphy, David and Mary Westhofer. We have $250 donations from Matthew and Lori Warner. We have $300 donations from the Spark by Hilton Shepherdsville team. We have $500 donations from Rocky Marshall, the Car Club McAllister's Transport. We have a $1,000 donation from Charles and Mary Smalley. We have in memory of $500 in memory for Thelma Coy by Larry Coy, $500 from David Rummage by Jerry and Amber McAllister, $100 for Lisa Hodges by Ricky, $100 for James, John, and Jim Dockery by Nancy and Emma Jean Dockery, and $50 for Carter and Maddie by Roy and Ronnie Abel. We have in honor of $20. $20 is in honor of Dennis Martin, who was donated by Donna Martin. Dennis was a firefighter and he loved Crusade. And as we arrived today, we had 2 call-ins. We had a donor who donated $200, Miss Rosemary Jones. We had Miss Lori Walls, who donated $250, which brings our grand total today.
All right, hold on. Let's set it up.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's get some suspense. I know you guys are really excited to say the total, huh? All right, for the 73rd annual WHAS Crusade for Children, the Nichols Fire Department has raised...
We raised $18,679.26.
That is incredible. All right, let's raise that, read that total again. So hit me with it again.
Nichols Fire Department raised $18,679.26.
Oh my God, so good. I had to hear it twice. I mean, it is just incredible to see the amount of support that you've had from the community. Even the call-ins, getting that money into the last second, it's so incredible.
Yes, it is very incredible. The community truly and tremendously showed out this year. And on behalf of Chief Robinson, he would like to thank all the firefighters, their family, friends, for all the hard work they put in this year, increasing our goal and raising over $18,000.
I love to hear that you guys increased your goal and you're able to hit it, and just to get the community support is so incredibly inspiring.
Yes. This year was very phenomenal for Nichols Fire Department, and we look forward to increasing our goal every year.
Oh, that's amazing. I love to hear that for the Crusade. Thank you so much, Nichols Fire Department. All right, we are going to see Southeast Bullet coming in here. Thank you so much, Nichols.
Thank you so much.
All right, hello, Southeast Bullet. Oh, we got a little baby. I'm so excited.
Small Dalmatian.
Oh, perfect. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing amazing. All right, come on in. We got tons of room. Don't be shy. Yep, yeah. Come on in. All right. Who are you, the main man?
Yeah.
All right, so how you guys do this year?
We're up again from last year. Last year, we had a 69% increase. It's not that much, but it is an increase from last year.
We love to see an increase, no matter how much, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So what did you guys do this year that makes you think that you saw that increase from?
We still done our normal roadblocks, door to door. My granddaughter done a lemonade stand. We also had a breakfast with Santa and the Grinch.
Oh.
When we did our Bullitt County, we always decorate all the fire trucks up in Christmas lights. So Santa was fortunate to pick a weekend that he could spare. We raised money for that. And then we also had a concert by J.D. Shelburne.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible. I mean, Santa's getting a ton of shout outs today. I love to see it.
I believe I remember seeing one of your trucks all decked out in lights, like one day going home just after work. I just happened to see it.
That's awesome. And so, you know, to see the different ways that you are able to raise money is so inspiring and also just like creative. I mean, we got breakfast with Santa and the Grinch, and then you have a concert. It just seems like you're doing a bunch of different things.
Yeah, we try every year. Think of something else to throw in with it.
So I'm sure you guys have a lot of people that you'd like to thank. Let's get those thank yous rolling. Who's
okay? It'll be Mr. Dave.
Hi, Mr. Dave. How's it going?
Dave, look here, I got something for you.
Oh, I got a candy cane. It's June.
Hey, we're donating this check to the Southeast Bullet Fire Department this year to add to their collection for this year's crusade in memory of my brother,
Ronnie Taylor, and my niece Jessica Kreutzmann. Ronnie Taylor and my niece Jessica Kreutzmann that both passed in April.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Okay. I want to thank my cousin Frankie and Leslie Bobbitt for their generous donation in memory of my brother. Most of our donation money was received as pairing as Santa and Mrs. Claus this past Christmas. Special thanks to the Lebanon Junction Elementary School for their cookies with Santa, and the Little Flock Christian Academy for their holiday market, and for the Ewell, Burchett, and Sin and Young families for hosting Santa and Mrs. Claus in their homes at this year's celebration Christmas. And we got this little check, and I'm going to hand it over to that man right there for $1,000.
$1,000 on that check. It's such, I mean, thank you for your generosity. And I know that, you know, the memory of your brother and your niece are going to be lived on in the crusade and the good that that's going to do. And I'm so sorry for your loss. All right.
Okay. We have more thank yous.
We have a lot of thank you.
Have to read every single one of them.
Okay. All right. First, we want to thank WHAS Crusade for Children for 73 years of dedication and support to the community. That's just outstanding. I don't know of any program that's gone on that long. And thank you, everybody that's here, for all of your hard work. It definitely takes a village to do this, as most of you know. We first want to thank Chief for allowing us to do this. He just lets us go with the flow. Whatever we decide we want to do to raise money, he's all for it and supports us. Everyone that is here today has went above and beyond and helped. as well as 2 of our truck drivers, Soda Pop and Big Red, are out there. Mr. Bill was not able to make it, and then Michael was actually on with Nichols, but he helped us a lot this year as well. And everybody here played a huge part in what we did. We actually started off back in December, as Captain Foster said, with the Breakfast with Santa and the Grinch. That alone raised $600. That was a sponsored event by Code 3 Roofing, Pop and Pose with Caitlin, and KJ Enterprises, and we received a generous donation from Mr. Dave Juergens for that event. Then back in February, we decided to have a huge concert, a party, do whatever we could to raise money for Crusade for Children. And JD Shelburne helped us with that. So we have a lot to thank for that one. JD and his entire team. Steve and Bernice at Forever Lakeside for allowing us to host the event there at their beautiful venue. Code 3 Roofing for sponsoring the event. Wright's DJ Service for the before and after entertainment. Pop and Pose with Caitlin Castleman for all the decorations. KJ Enterprises for catering. We also received several donations for that event that all went straight, of course, to the Crusade. Handyman Connection and the Farr family for $500. Kingsbury Concrete, $500. Timothy Moore, $100. We did a 50-50, and one of our great racing family friends won it. Mr. Roger Vincent won, and he donated his half back. So we appreciate you for that, Rocket. Then, as Captain said, our granddaughter had a lemonade stand. A huge thanks to everyone who came out and supported that, especially to Travis Dean Cox for coming out and providing us with amazing music. We did a competition for the lemonade stand in memory of Kyle Busch to see how many race car teams would donate money to this cause. So Lefevre Racing, Lefevre Curbing, $150. Alex Ware Racing, $150 in memory of Kenny and Sharon Ware. Jeff Caudell, $98 in memory of his brother, Scott Caudell. Then we also, for the lemonade stand, have to thank Nene and Papa, Nana, Mimi and Pops, Lolly and Poppy, Uncle JR, our great friends Marie and Rich Massey with Reliabuilt Excavation, Aunt Harper, Michelle Strode and her mom Kay, Daniel Durrett with Gambler's Garage, MR Heating and Air, Rich and Michelle Gauss for $250, Dave Porter, $150 in loving memory of his wife Linda, Susie Muss, $100 in loving memory of her husband Dickie, Chief Eric Butler, $100 in memory of Joe Thompson, Chris and Michelle Strode, $100 in memory of Hartzell Strode, Melody Norris, $100 in loving memory of Jerry Norris, and Kathy Jones, $100 in loving memory of Mike Jones. The lemonade stand alone was $1,336 raised.
Whoa!
Wow! Yeah. So that was, we were impressed for how that went. Then at the locker room, we did several things that throughout the past couple of weeks. We did 50-50 donations. We would like to thank Gary Allen and Richard Klein who donated theirs back. Just for that alone, we raised $486, and we would like to donate that in honor of our Kelly Strong community. Please keep the prayers going for Kelly. Also in honor of all first responders, and we donate that $486 in memory of Charlie DeArc, who passed away June 1st, 2009. Charlie served for 36 years and retired as a deputy chief. Then it takes a lot of food and drinks to keep everybody going, hydrated, and everything else. So we have Heine Brothers Shepherdsville, Paulita Keith, White Castle Shepherdsville, Domino's Shepherdsville, The Locker Room, Mariah Ferris, Panera Bread Shepherdsville, Pizza Hut Shepherdsville, X Donuts, Burger King Shepherdsville, Texas Roadhouse, KJ Enterprises, Jersey Mike's, and 5 Star. We also had a food truck challenge this year. We are great friends with several food trucks, and without their generosity and support, I mean, you have to support local, right? Yeah, that's what we like to do. So we want to thank our great friends at JMO's, Jennifer, Stephen North, our great friends at JB's Mac and Cheese and Spuds, Brad and Jenny Back, Squeeze Me, Vondo with some great lemonades, Fuel and Flow Coffee, Keisha Tower, because we all need the coffee, right? I mean, that's what definitely keeps you going. Okay, now on to our money donations. $25 donations, Rita Crawford, Richard and Ann Beasler, Donald and Sharon Dunn, Danny Lawson and Kelly Meza, Jerry Goins, and Novella K. Castleman in memory of Ella Marie Ralph. Then we have $50 donations. James and Jenny Perkins, James and Charlotte Foster in memory of Mom, brothers, sisters, and Mom and Dad Foster. Keith and Kathy Brown, Jeffrey and Monica Sheeks, Paul and Lois Parsley, Pamela and Lawrence Lambert, Michael and Shirley Mather, Skaterama, Morgan's Missions in memory of Morgan Lewis. For $100 donations, we have John and Kathy Kiefer in honor of Katie Kiefer, Shauna Eisenbach in memory of Ronnie Eisenbach and Bridget Eisenbach Walsh, Rob Couch in memory of Brenda and Trula Byrne Couch, Karen Maurerman, Kenny and Bonnie Hart in honor of all Southeast Bullet firefighters, as well as their grandsons Caden, Cameron, and James Fowler, William and Elizabeth Kahaney, Vincent and Sharon Hoover, Buell and Julia Snyder, Geneva Smith in memory of her sister Sheila, Ralph Couch in memory of Brenda and Wanda Couch, Keith and Joyce Wiedemeyer in memory of Mark and Frank Wiedemeyer, James and Holly Rubinin, Robert and Stephanie Lawson in memory of Grace Lawson, Lucille and John Beckner, Donald Miller, Ken Thompson, William and Teresa Dawson, Donna Plotner in memory of Bud Plotner, Reliabuilt Excavation, Holly Ford in memory of Dad, Granny, and Micah. For $125, Robert and Stephanie Lawson in memory of Brenda Couch. For $150 donations, Michael and Charlotte DeWitt, Robert and Stephanie Lawson in memory of Patricia Johnson. $200 donations, Teresa Cruz in loving memory of her husband Pat and son George Cruz. David and Clara Jurgens, Suburban Towing in memory of the Tow King himself, Mr. Urban Johns. David Strange, Carol Bottoms, and Kathy Jones in loving memory of her husband Mike Jones. We did receive a $300 anonymous donation. We want to thank you for that. For $400, it's VFW Post 5710. For $500, North Bullet Lions Club, Margaret Hedinger, The Crew Car Club, Dave and Clara Jurgens, thanks to the Crusade for all of Jamie's care. $600, Ralph and Nancy Jeekins. For $1,000, it was Savannah Hunter and Bristol Brown for May's Boutique and Embroidery at HB Landscaping. For $2,000, KJ Enterprises. Now we'll turn it back over to Captain for closing.
All right. With all of those people, and it sounds like so many donations that you were very lucky and fortunate to get. It sounds like we're going to have a good total. I'm excited.
Yeah,
yes.
We are too.
All right. So let's set this up. For the 73rd annual WHAS Crusade for Children, Southeast Bullet has
$31,551.46.
Wow. That's awesome. So we have $31,551.46. Thank you so much for your contributions and the donations. It is incredible. Every single penny counts. And you guys made such a difference today.
Thank you.
No, thank you guys. I think we need to do a tote board reading.
Yeah, tote board reading? Do it.
I think
I'm down with that.
Is it flipped? All right, so let's all turn around and do a tote board reading. All right, we have on the count of three. Ready? 3, 2, 1. $2,966,027.25.
So
we are so close to that $3 million mark. I can feel it coming in the next couple of hours. All right, I think we have a check presentation.
A very special check presentation from
Come
our
on
own
over.
Doug Profit.
Hi, Doug.
Hello, good to see you, Sarandon and Austin. So I'm going to steal your microphone, but we want you to stay right here.
All right, I'm going to give you that.
So we're getting close to noon here on the 73rd WHAS Crusade for Children. I've got a special group filing in here that has a great check presentation. But first of all, let me give those numbers to you. They are 502-582-7511, 888-382-7511. We probably have 10 folks here standing by, ready to answer your calls. They need to hear from you. Let's make the phones ring while we're on the air here with a special check presentation. Again, as Saranda and Austin just tell you, we're getting so close to that magic 3 million mark. And we still have a great tradition here at the station. If you give $100 or more, a sheriff's deputy from Jefferson County, if you're in Jefferson County, will come to your home. All right, where's Kenny? Where is he? Is he hiding? Come on over here, Kenny. So you have a special check presentation for somebody you know so well. You, tell me first real quickly why you're wearing a camera, because every time we come to the Crusade, it's like a big family reunion here. I love it. So many years. Kenny, you greet us and take pictures of everybody.
I do. I start taking pictures of fire departments with Jason. He started me out, and we start taking it at, what was the first? Lake Dreamland, and it turned into PRP, and we've been doing it for 20 years, and just going and taking pictures of all the fire stations on Saturday, and then coming here Sunday and take pictures and just get security to come and help out.
Okay, so now to the big drum roll here. There's a new member of the Shoulders family, Pride and Joy. Go ahead and introduce her to us.
Her name is, let me make sure I get this right.
What?
Yeah. It's Ember Marley Moon Shoulders.
Okay, now, all right, I think your camera is right up there. Let's see her face. Okay, so how old is Ember?
She turned 7 months.
7 months.
On the 1st.
On the 1st?
On the 1st. And she wants to make a $40 donation. And the way she did it is by looking at me and took some pictures, and I said, okay, I got $40.
Yeah, I was wondering, how did Ember raise this money?
Yeah, she just looked at us, and if you look at that face, and his father just kept putting her up in the air, and she's smiling and laughing. I said, we have to do a donation.
All right, I'm sure you're awfully proud of Ember.
I'm sorry?
You're awfully proud of him.
Absolutely, of course. Absolutely. I mean, I can't get enough of her, of course. I even switched to night shift just to make sure I'm staying home with her and everything like that. But hey, no second nights.
My question is, how come he had to give the money and not you?
Hey, he's the grandfather. He spoils her more than I can.
That's right. The
That's his job.
All right. Come on over here, Jason.
I've already recruited.
All right. Come on in here.
A lemonade stand in PRP.
Jason Myman, say that again. Is she the newest resident?
She's going to be doing a lemonade stand in PRP. So I've already recruited her. She's on our roster, and we're ready.
Well, I love this because she walked in the door, was going to give 20, and now it's 40.
Now it's 40. Now it's 40. She's a beautiful little girl.
All right. Big applause for Crusade Baby here. Ember Shoulders.
Crusade Baby. Hey, but let me do some introductions if you don't mind.
Okay.
This is my wife, Dina, standing right here in the red. I have to say that. Yes, we've been married 41 years, so I better make sure I introduce her.
So Dina has collected a lot of the Crusade buttons. She's been here about 20 years.
Yes, about 20 years. And that's my son, Kenny, and the rest of the security team, Leanne, Sheila. Well, they know Michael. I cannot remember your name. Doug, Gina, and Michelle.
I love that. I can't remember your name. I don't get away with saying that on TV. All right, Kenny, thank you so much, and you're all's great family. We appreciate it. All right, we're going to welcome more fire departments in Jennings Township, and the folks come on up here.
Thank you.
All right. Great crusade. Great crusade. So the number here, if you're just also listening to us on 840 WHAS Radio, there the phones are ringing, 582-7511, $2,966,067.25. That's really good. It's right at noon. I always like to judge where we are.
Yeah.
And in the years past, if we're over $2 million, that's a great sign.
Yeah, it is a great sign, and I've heard a lot of fire departments say that they're doing better, that they've exceeded their goals, and it's amazing to see how much they're able to push themselves every single year.
We've heard 33% up, we've heard 60% up.
Yeah.
It's any percent up is good.
Yeah.
We want to hear that.
Okay, all right, I've got this microphone, so I'll just go ahead and do the fire department.
We're all good,
Okay, where we go here? You the representative?
I am, yes, sir.
All right, good to see you.
Township Fire Department.
Welcome to the Crusade. Go ahead and introduce yourself again, and tell me who we have here.
All right, I'm Dustin Jordan. I'm the Assistant Chief of Jennings Township Fire Department. We have President Tim Campbell, Chief Joe Smith, Captain Arville Hall, We've got firefighter Hunter White, firefighter Noah, and then my two daughters, Caroline and Reese. They're holding the numbers for us today. So
thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us. We got a few in-memory checks this year. We had a $25 in memory of David Bowling. We have a $100 in memory of Carl and Lula Lawson, Mass and Margaret Combs, James and Margaret Reynolds, Wendy Hammonds, for a total of $100 in donation. We have a $250 in donation in memory of Greg Hammonds. This year we also had our Crusade auction, and we were able to bring in $3,877.50 for that. And we had a large donation for county-wide that we split between the two departments for the totals of $20,000. $10,000 went to us, $10,000 went to Scottsburg, but it was for the county-wide departments. And we also had some donations, a $50 donation from White's Auto Sales. We had a $100 donation from Kathy Combs, had a $100 donation from Jennings Township Conservation Club. We had a $200 donation from Gardner Land Surveyors, $200 donation from the Bagwell family, $250 donation from Buchanan's Funeral Home, and a $1,000 donation from First Baptist Church of Austin. And that brings our total this year to $19,656.48.
There you go, it on $19,656.48 from the Jennings Township Volunteer Fire Department in Scott County, Indiana. All right.
Yeah.
All right, we have a second one here. Go ahead, Austin.
Fire Department. This is well, tell me where you're from.
We're Scottsburg Fire Department.
Scottsburg Fire Department. So I'm sure you have people to thank, and you can read off every single one of them if you would like.
Real quick, we have Zach here. He's actually going to do an announcement for another local department.
Okay.
We've really teamed up this year as far as Scott County Fire Department. And Lexington Fire Department couldn't make it with us here today, so he's going to do some announcements for them as well.
All right, go for it.
All right, so for Lexington, they'd like to thank Feynman Holdings LLC for a donation of $750. Aylin and Dana Hardy for $200. Ponder Electric for $200. Janice and Michael Motset for $100. Mark Nicholson for $50. Penny and Marvin Heiler for $25. That brings Lexington's grand total to $2,364.44.
All right, Lexington Fire Department's grand total for the 73rd Annual Crusade for Children. Say that one more time. I just want to
$2,364.44.
We love to hear it. Thank you so much, Lexington Fire Department. And now, Scottsburg Fire Department.
Yep. This year we did our normal roadblock as usual. Granted, there were some other events that we were able to host through some local businesses, but we want to give a special thanks to CVS, Scott's Hardware, Cynthia Guthrie, Johnson Fire Department, Findlay Fire Department, food donations, Lon's Donuts, Wendy's, Papa John's, McDonald's, Taco Bell. Special donations, $30 donation, Gary Swope, West Coast Solutions, $30, Ron West, $100, Scaffold Lick Baptist Church, $100, in memory of Trish Ritchie, Herschel Simpson, $100, New Washington State Bank, $350, Java Station, $1,000, and we want to give a special shout out to Chicago Pizza. They gave $5,325.
Wow.
Which, yeah, this is by far one of the best years ever we've ever had. Total, we had $16,085.38, but we have a special check for the entire county from the Oddfellows for $20,000. So our total was $26,085.
So Scottsburg Fire Department, one more time, total for the 73rd Annual WHAS Crusade for Children is
$26,085.38.
Amazing.
All right. Best year ever, you said. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.